Alright, so we're heading down to Rich's old property so you guys will get to see it a little bit better, and probably the garage where kind of all the fish in his, when he bought the 1,000, thought that was his biggest tank, so you guys can probably even see that garage. So we're headed out. We even got our OFR mascot with his head out the window like most dogs, and there he is, Hoover. Alright, you guys stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. So we're at Rich's original place. I'm 87th. This is the back porch originally. And oh man, barely open the door. That's where he came out of the kitchen. Oh, still is. There's the hot tub. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's the hot tub that came from my house when we had to move, and he came out and picked it up, and that's where it's at. And then of course the backyard, there was, you can see where the decking was, but there used to be a pool here. We used to have a ball back here. Not much of a backyard, but we had a ball. And then
one in the house too.
What's that? Well, one second. And then he bought that house for Richie, and then he built that garage right there, and that's the garage where he had the 1,000. And then man, it's been so long. Right here, when you come in this door right here was Bigrich's desk. This is where he used to have his computer and everything. And he used to sit on this side, and I'm sitting over here one day. You can see where the fridge is. Now, he had a nice fridge. And Josh was still in diapers, and I'm sitting next to him, and he thought it was cool. And Josh is over here, and he goes, "Reaper, watch this. Get Daddy a pop, Josh." And Josh comes over, and he pulls, and he's just barely standing. He's pulling. He can't open that door. And Rich, the way he laughs, you know, he's laughing his butt off, this and that. So anyways, I decided, and by the way, this place is such a mess. They destroyed it. This place was it was kicked out. It was pimped out. You know Rich's places and what they look like? This house looked like that too, but man, they destroyed it. But anyways, so Rich gets up to leave, and I go over and decide to teach Josh how to open a refrigerator. But instead of pulling the handle, I made him reach for the bottom, and it opened quite easily. And actually theirs opened there, and it was a big one, and so forth. But anyways, so Rich comes back, we're sitting here, and I'm like, "Josh, get Reaper a beer, would ya?" And Rich chuckled, and Josh goes over, reaches at the bottom, and then opens up and brings me a beer. Well, Big Rich, he was like, "Oh my God, that's so cute. Yeah, my little Joshy." And 3 days later, I get a call, and it's like, Reaper, you son of a SOB and everything else. Well, evidently Josh decided, now that he knew how to open a refrigerator, he'd make breakfast. So he got the cereal and milk and made a mess. And guess who got the blame? Just one of the many stories at the old house here. This was the tiki bar and everything. This was the tits. It was a setup, man. It was boss. It was awesome. And the pool, like I said, with the diving, we got to get pictures and show the comparison, but what a mess they made out of it. What a mess. We used to party a lot back here. All right, Rich, so you know I did this for like 15 years with my father with 50-some units. You got 9. This was your house. Look at how beautiful it looks now, buddy.
No, this is absolutely disgusting.
I know.
I had this place so pretty. It was the best looking house on the street. I had brand new vinyl siding. I just did this. Look at this. This is all tin metal work that we did. I built a deck first, and then we built a roof over it. Then we enclosed it. Then we built a deck up there for Richie's room. And this fence right here wasn't here because I own that house too. So what I did was I put a fence across the driveway right there. And then there was no fence here. So my yard was that yard and the new garage that I just built over there. That was my fish room. Yeah. So you'd come back here and we'd have my Camaro in the garage there. All my tools were in there. And then you'd walk over to the fish room. We'd had, you know, the picnic table out here, a bunch of people hanging out all the time. And we were just, it was a good life. And oh, over here, look at this. This was all grass. These are pavers through the grass. that went over to a nice deck. That was all like beige painted. And then I had raspberry grass covering all the steps so you couldn't see behind it. And then the part of the pool that came around here, I had, what do you call them, bamboo slats all glued to it, and bamboo fencing. And it looked really tiki-ish out here. We had a little basketball hoop on there. There was a slide on the roof.
Yeah.
And then we had them, it was a step 2. It was like a square you'd have in your backyard. Had like steps on one side, a hole through. I mounted them on here, and you can see the bolt holes where you could get onto the roof. The kids could climb up the ladder, and it was like orange and purple and green and yellow. It looked festive. And I had, over here, I had my bird stand, and I had all 4 macaws out here. The pool was beautiful, clean. You know, it looked nice. This is all just, nobody's taking care of it. Everybody's letting everything overgrow everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the inside of the house.
Oh my!
It was everybody that walked in was like, oh my God, what a nice house, you know. And now it's just like, ugh. I mean, it feels sick to me to know that this much work I put into something, people are just let it go to garbage. They live like filthy pigs. Her name was Marva, and do you remember his name?
No.
Filthy people. I didn't come over here and check on them no more because the first year they were here, everything was nice. So I stopped checking on them. They paid their rent. Now they just let everything go. It's horrible. They never painted. They never cleaned. They never nothing. I've got 3 years of slime and nastiness on the floors in there that I have to wash up. It's disgusting. I want out of the rental property business. I'm tired of going in and cleaning up other filthy humans' mess, you know? That last place, 46, I've never seen anything disgusting in my life. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
And that was Stephen Framelli. Remember these names. Just worthless people that live like pigs. I don't understand it. I got to make my place better, cleaner, nicer. Every day I'm working to make things nicer. I don't see how you can sit here and let it go down. Let it go down. And you're walking through, there's plants growing on the inside of my enclosed deck from just wetness and moisture, and they're just letting it go. There was plants growing inside. Now I got to replace all the flooring and everything. It's terrible.
And what we'll do, people, is we got some pictures of the way it used to look. So you're getting a picture of what it was destroyed to, but after the video, I'll show you some pictures.
You should insert it right now.
You know.
Like, check out these pictures.
Right, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
And let them see what this place was looking like in all its glory. In fact, I got pictures of you and I working right here with the garage and stuff.
This is
putting
where
my
I built
bike
your motorcycle.
Right.
Yes.
I got those pictures with you and all the parts and all. Yeah, man, I got those too. So we'll get all these pictures and show you guys what we used to do over here, what it looked like. I think you even got pictures of the 1000 in there and stuff.
Yes, I do. I want to tell you, Reaper bought a basket case. And when I say basket case, I'm talking this motorcycle came home in boxes. Okay? There was nothing put together. Here's a box. There's a fork here. There's a fork over there. Here's a cylinder head. You know, here's the back brakes. I mean, it was in boxes. And after, I think it was a month, he called me and he's like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. It's just garbage. I'm like, bring it over, buddy. I'll help you. And I sat here all summer long building that bike, and then I even chromed some parts for you and found some parts, and you know, I did all kinds of things. And end of that summer, that bike was running, and it looked nice too. Nice, and I painted it blue, and I was all full of chrome, and yeah.
All right, so we took 5, and we went to get us some lunch, which is Arby's. Now we're heading back because Hoover's babysitting all our tools right now.
Rich knows how to treat the workers. We get Arby's.
And Bigrich, and then we're just trying to get the grass in the lawn looking a little better. Got this big invasive vine overtaking all the hostas and everything, and it was up in the rosebush, so I'm ripping it all out. Alright, so I got all that whole big pile there, from there all the way around, and now it's not choking anything, we're climbing it up. I don't know what it is, never seen it before, but got rid of it. And as promised, people, Rich and I, we pulled out a few old pictures, as we keep promising. This is his front yard. That was his very first goldfish pond, right in the upper right where I just ripped out all the weeds that we just went and did. So that's a little picture of the front. I'll show you the pool next. Look at how nice that pool is. That was in its glory. We had such a good time. That was looking through the patio, and he had some of the plants, like I said, hanging up. And last picture, like you said, those stairs, the step twos, and they would walk up to get on the slide up top there on the right. And the next 4 pictures, the first one is his living room. In the upper right, you can actually see his aquarium that he had. Again, the dining room with the bay windows and all the plants. He had as many plants as we did. And you can see more aquarium, terrarium. The last picture, a picture of Tracy. And she's watering and feeding. And I believe that's the macaw big bird. That was one of his favorite birds of all time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video and a look back in time there with Bigrich at the old house. In the meantime, people have been asking about little dude, and there he is. I got that dragon breath algae that I got from Kimmy at the Mammoth Show Convention Center, and it seems to be doing okay. It's been in there about 4 or 5 days now, so we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, Kurt's gonna he hasn't had any bloodworms in a while, so we're gonna do a little feeding for you guys. And oh look, he sees Kurt, he knows. Yeah, there he goes, he's already up there. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the way he sucks in like spaghetti. It's so cool. But yep, we had a great time, and everything been going good. You can see little dude's doing real good. So
I like the way he takes it right off your finger.
Yep. And you know, you finally got to see a few pictures. I actually had more, but I didn't know if that was what you guys like. You guys are gonna have to let me know. He's watching Kurt. Oh yeah, there we go. Give me more. But I do have pictures of the bike, you know, that was built, you know, in the back. We got all kinds of pictures. And the place was so awesome back then in the day. But things happen. That's why me and my dad got out of the business. Got ridiculous. It was costing more to fix the places up, and then people come in. It's, I don't know. It's like nobody had respect for property or anything like that. They're like, well, you have all these properties, you have money. It's like, no, we have a mortgage payment on these properties. But enough of that. We're gonna get it fixed. Everything's good. And look at little dude. Wow. Starting to get that little belly now. He's so cool. Yep. As soon as you put your finger up there. And I do have the Molly. I still want to acclimate him. We just had so much going on that I haven't had the time to do it. But hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be able to do that, and we'll see how that goes. They're about the same size, so, you know, in fact, the Molly might be a hair bigger than them. But we'll see how that goes. So, you guys, you stay fishy, my friends. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and we'll go deeper with a reaper. Good night, little dude.